Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it will be the what we eat in a week video. Now today is January 1st. For breakfast, we got up really late, so we had more like a brunch, and we had French toast. I have done a video on that. I will leave it linked down below. I used Canyon Bakehouse cinnamon raisin bread. It really makes like the best gluten-free French toast. And then for dinner, since it's New Year, traditionally this is served on New Year's Eve to kind of bring good luck into the new year. But I'll be honest, last night, after so much cooking and everything, meal prep and all that, I just did not feel up to making this soup. And so we had the Italian soup that I showed in Saturday's video. And so for tonight, I just did this black-eyed pea soup using our can of black-eyed peas. And I will leave this recipe linked down below for you. I did not use ham in here. I did use some bacon bits that I have. And here's this deliciousness. And this will definitely be enough for tomorrow for lunch, which is what I am planning to have it with. I have some cornbread right here that I'm going to serve it with. Question of the week. Do you like your cornbread sweet or not? And do you like it with butter and honey? Or just put it in the soup? I saw somebody on Instagram do that, and now I'm curious. We are team no sugar in our cornbread, but I love butter and honey on it. For the soup, I'm sorry, hold on. So that's what's for dinner tonight. On the menu for tomorrow, I have quiche and I have twice baked potatoes, but I'm going to have plenty of the soup that we'll do that with. And then, oh, for the quiche, I wanted to show you what I am doing. On my Kindle here, I have this book. That is linked down below, but I'm doing this pantry oatmeal crust. This is kind of like a person that lives in Canada. She wanted to share like a full pantry and basically survival skills on that, and it's what her mother has done. Normally my quiches are made without crust, but I decided to try that recipe, and I did not have quick oats, so I just took my regular oats and put them through the blender for a little bit, and we'll just see how that goes. I think it's going to be like a sweet crust, which I'm not really sure how that's going to go with my eggs here, but this will be the top, and this has 8 eggs, I believe, more bacon bits, a can of diced chilies, let's see, oh, a splash of half and half, and some parsley. I think that's it. Maybe, oh, I always like to add just a little bit of paprika anytime I'm working with eggs or potatoes. So a little paprika in here, and then my crust is right here, and that will be kind of meal prep for tomorrow, because if you've been on my channel anytime at all, you know I am not a morning person, and so I'm just trying to set myself up for success here. So here's the opening of this week's video. We have some dinner, and I'm meal prepping for breakfast, and that will be for lunch. So if I forget to film in the morning while I try to get back on this routine, you at least have this. And this is what's for dinner. This is shepherd's pie. I will leave the recipe link down below. This one is gluten-free. Hello, my friends. Let's talk about today's haul. So I'm using, I bought it again. I know, I'm just going to keep kind of sharing with you this so that you get a whole picture of what's going on here. So there is a weekend bonus, so anything that I cash in on for this, I get a $5 bonus. So I did purchase one thing that I know was technically not on my list so that I could do this, but it actually worked out more in my favor later on. So anyway, I actually do not need to do that. I need to do redeem. I went to Walmart I will scan the receipt. And there we go. 2 offers found. I know the bread is one. And I did get oatmeal. So I have $135 coming back. And then I'll get the $5 weekend bonus for doing that. Okay, so today's budget was $100. We spent $127.22. You can see that I used the rest of the gift card and cash. Now, $10 of this was yarn that my daughter bought to restock her business, so that actually comes back to me. So I'm going to bring that down to $117. And then I just got back $6 and change. So we're going to say that it's about $110. And then I did use the gift card, but I still went like $10 over, and I'm going to talk about that here now. There is a lot of food here. I don't have everything up here, so I'm going to put this away and then show you the second half. I just have a dirty table right now. But I have stuff here that I wouldn't normally purchase, but because I have family coming and I want simple, easy, attainable foods for them, I'm going to calculate and put right here how much of this I wouldn't have purchased on a regular basis. We found this on sale for 82 cents, I think. And so we picked up one of these, and we're going to make Jello pie with that as a treat. This is wheat. I have on the menu chicken pot pie, and I'll make ours the way that I normally do, which is using Farmhouse on Boone's recipe, and then I'll make one for my family using this. I picked some ramen up. I will have a teenage boy here, my brother, and I know he likes ramen, and I know he eats a ton, so I wanted to make sure I had some of that. I have extra babysitting tomorrow. Go figure. Family's coming in, and I seem to always get extra babysitting jobs when family comes in. It's not intentional, it just always happens. So I did change the menu for tomorrow, and I just bought mac and cheese for all of us to kind of keep it simple and easy. And then I have 2 things of salad dressing here. These were on sale. These are not on my list. This was $1.50, and I thought my mom might like this, so I picked this up for her. And then these were 75 cents each. These are the unsweetened, and I will probably keep one for us as like a snack. And then I was actually going to give one to the moms in our church to kind of keep there for their kidlets, their toddlers. So I thought that would be really helpful, and it's organic and 75 cents for a box. It's like really good. I have some sourdough bread here for sandwiches, and then I have I have bread in the freezer, but this was $4.80 something cents. And then there was that $1.25 back, and it made it like $3.67 for a local gluten-free bread, which is really good. And then paying $3.67 to get $5 back, it still came out in my favor, which is why I did it. And that's why I was explaining that I bought it to you. And then I picked up one of these, one of each of these. So there's 2 pounds of meat here for sandwiches. We have some provolone cheese, and somewhere we have some mild cheddar cheese. So I have that. I have 2 things of the hot dogs to go with those bratwursts that I showed you in another haul. And then while we were shopping, I started really paying attention to the shelves, and a lot of things that I normally get was out. So the shelves are starting to be emptied, more empty. I could not get any sauerkraut, which is, I think, pretty odd, because the kind of sauerkraut we get isn't really a normal thing that everybody purchases. But they were all out. The salsa that I normally get is all out. The toilet paper was going down. I bought a pack of toilet paper, $10.72. It's already been put away. That was also a change to our $100 trip. So if I did get that toilet paper, and some of the stuff, like, I would have been under budget, but I'm just trying to prepare. And the other thing I was trying to do was I'm trying to keep it at $80 and then starting to use $20 to kind of build a pantry stockpile up. And so that's just a tip that I have for you. So the salsa I got this time was a little bit more than what I normally purchase. I think this was $2.80, and the one that I normally get is like $1.86. I'm so into the 80s right now, but I think that's what it is. And then we have 3 bags of chips right here, and then the spaghetti sauce, the one I normally get, was out, and so I just picked up a pizza sauce because this has a low sugar content, and that's all the ingredients that are in there. And that works, this works really good for just pasta dishes too. So, oh, and all the gluten-free pasta was out. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure things out that way. And then, okay, I have 1 bag of frozen peas and 1 of mixed vegetables. This is a 1 pound, I think, or is it 12 ounce? 12 ounce, and that is a 2 pound. I picked up a thing of salt, some milk, some lettuce, 2 things of celery. I think my husband wants to juice because he picked out another one. The Honey Smith apples, the 3 pound bag of Honey Crisp, 3 pound bag of Honey Crisp apples was less, it's like $2.50, I think, on clearance. So that was really good for the Honey Crisp. And then oats, old-fashioned oats are all out. So I just picked up 1 quick oats. I picked up 1 thing of gluten-free flour. I don't need any this week, but again, I'm just trying to build up a stockpile. And then a 5 pound bag of rice. Again, I don't really need any right now, but this was $2.47, I think, for 5 pounds, which is a good thing to kind of just have in a pantry. And then just a couple of these things. Okay, I'm going to put these away, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff that we purchased. And here's the rest of what we got. So I have a 2 pound bag of shredded cheese. Here's the cheese slices I was talking about. I have 2 bunches of bananas. The 5 pound bag of cuties was marked down to $3.90 something, $3.98 I think. I have some onions. I have some applesauce. I have some half and half. I have some bell peppers, some yogurt, some limes, some cucumbers, and then this and this is again one of those things that I wouldn't normally have purchased, but just to have food on hand for family that is coming, I have one of these and one of these, and that is the haul for this week. And then tomorrow you will see what we ate this week insofar as possible. Again, I have family here, and I won't be here for a few of those meals, so you'll just get what whatever footage I can get for you. This is the menu plan for the week. So today is Sunday, and honestly we just had bars and went out the door, some protein bars, and that's it. And then we're gonna have leftovers, and instead of 1 pan enchilada, I have this roast that I took out. It was supposed to be for Christmas and it never happened, so I was like, okay, I'll do it for New Year's. And yeah, that didn't happen either. So we're gonna have roast tonight. Tomorrow we'll do eggs and tortillas. I'm trying to see if I'm going to do this without the gluten-free pasta I have. I do have gluten-free spaghetti pasta, so I might try this with that. And then my family should be here, and we'll do vegetable soup with bread. And then Tuesday, muffins and yogurt. Egg soup. This might actually be the broths. I think that's when we're going to do this one instead. We'll do the chicken pot pie, baked oatmeal. Excuse me, I remember. This is we're doing the mac and cheese. So we are doing a pasta, just not that particular pasta. And then Wednesday for lunch, we'll either do the potato salad or I might do a baked potato bar. I'm not quite sure yet. And then my husband and I will probably leave either right after dinner or before dinner. And so this will be dinner. And then on Thursday, this is just stuff they can pull out. So I'll have this all prepped for them. So all they have to do is pull it out and heat it up. sandwiches, which you just saw. Pizza, I have a gift card to a pizza place that they can order from, and that'll be easy. And then we may be back this night, or we might have to stay overnight again. We're not sure. So again, I have muffins again, because muffins are pretty easy to prep ahead and then pull out. And then eggs and peppers, I should be home at this point because I have babysitting. So at some point, this will either be easy to do or easy to change. And then taco bake, I actually switched it. So I have this chicken and rice recipe that the kids really love, and I have to find it because I lost the little 3x5 card. And then I have a taco bake that's also in the freezer. And I also have a freezer meal of rice business or noodle business that I made a video on, and it's linked down below. So I can also use that for any of these days that I don't have a lunch for, and I can pull that out and we can serve it over rice. So, and then Saturday, my family will leave this day to head back home, and so I wanted to make sure that I had a meal that we either took them out. So I'll either have like cereal for breakfast, something not very filling, because when we eat out we have a pretty good filling lunch or breakfast or brunch or whatever, and so we'll just do it that day. So that'll be kind of the whole plan here, and then you'll see this meal or this plan this week. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. We had this roast that I made in the Instapot, and it was so good. I also made a brown gravy that I have no recipe for. I just used the beef broth from the Instapot and then just added a little bit of flour to it, and it was so good. I highly recommend this recipe. Today's breakfast was muffins and yogurt. And I did forget to film yesterday, but for breakfast, my daughter made pancakes. She just got up and said, "Mom, I want to make pancakes," and that's what happened. For lunch, we had the mac and cheese that you saw. Yes, yesterday's. It still hasn't been cleaned out yet. And then for dinner, then for last night, we had leftovers, but my husband took it to work. I made a really good pot of soup that just had hamburger, onion, carrot, corn, Italian diced tomatoes, beef broth, and a ton of Italian dressing. It was really, really good, and it was inhaled, and we served that with some cheap sourdough bread. And then, like I said, this is for breakfast. I will not be here for lunch. They are going to order Pizza Hut. We have a gift card. Family's here. I have to go to the big city for some CPR training. So I wanted something simple. So they're going to have pizza for lunch. And then I will show you what is for dinner.